to see you. Okay, so today we're going to get into your next three marketing plays. And so, in this sort of 7-ish minutes of marketing inspiration here, let's talk about what you're going to do next in your marketing. Some of us are just back from traveling and shows and all that stuff, and it's a really good time to reset. Or maybe you're just ready for a little bit of reset and figuring out what to do next. I was just talking with someone this morning who's like at this great pivot point, like, hey, business is going great. And now we want to kick it up a notch and deciding what to do next. So, literally, just finished working on that this morning. So the idea of your next few marketing plays really kind of first start with what's your top goal. So is your top goal engaging with the existing leads you have and keeping mind share so that they think of you and when they're ready to buy, they buy? Or are you looking to get more new leads? I know a lot of people are like, more new leads, which is totally fine. It's just that taking care of the people that already know and love you and keeping them educated and thinking about you is also a pretty good way to go. So think about which is good for you. So I want to give you the top um, kind of choices that you might pick for your next three marketing plays and see if any of these are a fit for you. So the first one that we're doing a lot with folks on right now is putting together a guide or a checklist, which the reason we do that is everybody's got things they want to learn about and that they need to know about. And they probably just want to learn the high points, the key points as quickly as possible. So you know what the top things are that people ask you about. You know, if they're moving into a new technology, if they're working on a new health situation, if they're just back from the NAB trade show or whatever event, you know what the top things are that people asked you about or are asking you about. And so if you can put that together into a checklist, you know, top things to know when you're moving into this type of technology, top things to know or avoid, top things to avoid when you're doing this. Everybody loves a quick checklist, right? Especially if it's going to help them. We don't want it to be a sales pitch, it should help them. So put together something that actually helps your perfect customer with whatever they need, whatever they're thinking about. So, guide or checklist. All right. Or white paper. So if you want to write something really big and long about something, you can do that as well. But guide or checklist is the way to go. So let me know. Do you think that a guide or checklist could be your one of your next three marketing plays? I think knowing your next three plays is cool. What do you think? Hey, Fallon, how are you? Hey, Bob. Oh, good to see everybody. Yeah, just let me know if you have questions right here in the chat. And if you're watching the replay, let me know as well. All right. Secondly, do you have an online booking calendar, a way for people to get in touch with you? So when somebody says, hey, this seems really cool, can we talk? The next thing you can say to them is, yes, book a meeting with me. My link is cindyzulsdorf.com. Goes right to my calendar, pick a 15-minute session, we'll talk, that kind of thing. Do you have an easy way for someone to book with you? Because we want to make it super simple for somebody to take that next step, right? So, online booking calendar, so many cool ways to do it. If you need help, DM me, we can help you set that up. Oh my gosh, free tools or tools that integrate with your CRM, whatever. Awesome, awesome. All right. A third one that you could think about, and I'll give you a few more examples, but I'm just giving you three killer ones right out of the gate, and then we'll look at a couple other ones as well. Have you considered doing a webinar or leveling up your online video like this, just to get people to, know, like, and trust you, know who you are, work with you further? Last week when I was in Vegas, I was walking down the aisle at the show, and somebody ran out in the aisle. Hey, I saw your information on driving traffic to trade show booth. Great to see you. So helpful. Da da da. Took me a minute to remember who that person was, and then I did, and it was all good. But I'm sure it's because of the videos that they recognized me. We hadn't seen each other in person for what, over 3 years. So doing video helps people to remember who you are, know, like, and trust you, and you can use it to your advantage in your business. So have you thought about doing that? Have you thought about giving it a try? All right. So those are three that you could put into play right away. they could be your next 3 marketing plays, but I'll give you a few other ones just in case maybe one of those isn't quite resonating or you feel like, "Oh, I wanna kinda do something else," or tell me what other ones are working. Alright, so here's one. Oh, there's so many. I have this, like, giant list here. Um, if you, are using SMS at all with your clients, text messaging, I mean, we use that with our, Keep, marketing automation because I just love automating. I love automating because then we can take the time to do what we do best, be people and hang out with people and let the automation help with certain parts of our jobs. You know, maybe it's a good conversation starter, right? Something like that. So if you're doing any SMS at all, we were working with someone last month and just sent out a quick SMS to a few hundred people. Hey, do you have time to chat about this topic? And they got so many responses back and so many meetings booked off of that. And so while we used automation to start that conversation, it turned into a two-way, real two people talking conversation, and using that kind of automation for SMS is a great way to do it and get people going. You can do the same with LinkedIn automation, by the way. Send a quick message out. Hey, here's some info on something I'm working on. Wanted to share it with you. Hope it's helpful. Let me know if you have a question about it, just to start that conversation. So, again, automation is used to kick off the conversation, but then you get a two-way conversation back. All right, so you're thinking about your next few marketing plays. I'm going to give you a final one and we'll wrap up in our 7-ish minutes of marketing inspiration for today. Finally, do you have an evergreen or a nurture campaign, something that you're helping people with? So, a lot of you here on the call know already that I send something out every Friday that is helpful marketing information. Um, and if you're not getting that and want to get it, let me know. Just hit me up. But people love that. I get tons of comments back. I get tons of emails back. Hey, that was great. That was perfect. I put that into play. It worked really well. I'm just helping give what's useful and put it out there. And so that's what I think of as an evergreen nurture. It's a way to just stay in touch. It's not really time or date specific. It's not about anything that's happening right this minute. It's sort of evergreen in that it can work forever. And do you have anything like that? You can start out with just like 2 or 3 sort of emails that are going to give people helpful information and stay in touch. Pick your uh, timing, like how often, your frequency, how often do you want to send that out, whether it's once a week or we work with some folks who kind of like every 3 weeks because they have other things happening in between. I have friends that do every day. So it just depends on your audience, what they like. But do you have that type of evergreen nurture where you're giving and staying top of mind and just putting out your expertise for other people? So that could be a marketing play you could put together, like make a goal, grab some coffee or your favorite beverage, sit down tomorrow morning, maybe for 2 hours, and put together, the first part of your evergreen nurture campaign. So next 3 marketing plays, pick 3. I gave a whole bunch of cool ideas right there, things that we're doing with folks right now. You could level up your video. You could get your calendar booking link together. You could use automation for LinkedIn conversation starting, for SMS conversation starting, evergreen nurture if you want to. And the first one we talked about was putting together a checklist or a guide to help people and setting up an automatic way for that to get delivered and an automatic follow up as well. So, next 3 marketing plays, let me know what you think and talk soon. Bye.